I had the power to gather all of my favorite MCs with the illest comic book characters, and they became arch enemies. Inconceivable, unbelievable, yet as wild as it seems, the Emperor and Stan Lee would coach the two opposing teams. Keep it clean, no bats, no gas, guns, or interference. Comic book characters would go head up with raw lyrics. Now I take whoever might be on break from doing tours and have them sign up for the last Emperor's secret war. Sure, for that kind of capacity, we need a crazy large arena that might stretch from West Philadelphia to East Medina. Now if I'm able, I'll put it on pay-per-view through my label and give free tickets to my neighborhood bums with no cable. Yeah, that sounds fat. Now that we squared away the propositions, let's begin with the ultimate tough man competition. Set it off, it's the fight of the century. KRS and Professor X would battle each other mentally with rhymes. These two team captains waste no time. Charles Xavier tried to invade the mighty Chris Parker's mind. He shot a cerebral probe at Chris's mind and he missed it. Professor X gets taken out by the Blastmaster's metaphysics. Round 2, new fight, word to life, you gotta see this. Locked in Mortal Kombat is Dr. Strange and the Genius. Yeah, son, he's no match. Let that grafted wizard have it. My liquid sword slasher straight through Dr. Strange's match. Another one down, and now the score is 2-0. By words from the Genius, and he's still my rhyming hero. Now the next battle was conducted in a rough-like manner, specifically between Reggie Noble and Dr. David Banner. Or should I say the Incredible Hulk when he's amped off the gamma. But Reggie Noble soon became the Incredible Redman and slammed him. You know how Redman gets when his adrenaline starts pumping. He started skitzing in the ring, so then the Thing tried to jump in. Ben Grimm leaps into the ring and at the Redman he lunges. But Reggie Noble dropped him with 2 Brick City punches. Rhymes by the bunches, bums get dirty in the Middle Eastern dungeons. Ready to set this like Detective Columbo in his hunches. Now while the refs clean out the ring cause the last fight was so intense, let's do this live interview with a brother named Common Sense.
Yeah, it's Common Sense. A nice man tried to freeze me, so I took him to Chicago and told him to take it easy. He couldn't see me with my Applejack hat and high tops. Colossus and Cyclops, I got no idea why not.
So look at Common Sense, yo, that last album was tight. Let me get back into the ring and evaluate the next fight. Now the next fight had to be the craziest of all times. We got Dr. Octopus
versus the mighty Busta Rhymes.
Doc Ock versus Buster, man, that stuff is dead. He'll get his 8 arms ripped off going up against the Dread.
Ha, now Dr. Octopus, who you think you grabbing? The guard can never lose, so you know it will never happen. Lyrically making me sleepy, you need a nap when I slap you with my dreads, lights out. You kiss the
Before
canvas.
my eyes, I see the demise of another superhero. Next up, we got Roscos in the box with Magneto. Now anything goes when Magneto battles foes, but Roscos had him shivering, delivering ultramagnetic blows. Magneto is now deceased, and a wise man once said it best. The sun rises in the east, but they can still set it in the west. Now with all these heroes down, Stan Lee refuses to surrender. He got stormed from the X-Men as if I couldn't match the gender. Stan Lee shouts, hey yo Stan, you best to chill.
There's no match for
I guess he's never heard of Lauryn Hill. Now we all know Storm controls the temperature and weather. Started running off at the lip and El Book was like,
whatever.
CC just got home from tour, a bit too tired to spar, so she clocked Storm over the head with my man Wyclef's guitar. All silence ceased, out of nowhere comes the beast versus J. Rue the Damager, the Black Prophet from the east. Release rhymes that would pound you into the ground, there'll be no round 2. Another victory for hip-hop by the Dirty Rotten Scoundrel. Now the underground sewer system that lies deep below the ring is where the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and DOS Effects both do their thing. Leonardo and Donatello, they well know that we can do this.
So kickity crazy crazy, hit them both with roll. Show it.
Now Raphael and Michelangelo, those 2 other sewer brothers, book smacked them with the DOS Effects logo, the manhole cover. Whether you're plant or animal, vegetable or miggity mineral, before you step to DOS Effects, you best be hard like a criminal. Sending you back to ringside just when you thought it was over. Late entry into the competition, come G.I. Joe and Cobra, mercenaries and soldiers. G.I. Joe was rolling thick, so I got the military of hip-hop, aka the boot camp clique. World for 3 for 96 in the midst of all these troops. I can see General Buckshot going toe-to-toe with Duke. Salute the captain when it comes to rapping, cause now we know who's hard. Catch a wreck like stealing tech up against the Crimson Guard. Charging after you, smashing you, metaphorically bashing through the entire Joe team as OGC and Rocky irrational. Then all of a sudden I hear this real loud crack.
The military Punisher, Big Rock just broke roadblocks.
By now Stan Lee and his team are ripped apart at the seams. His last resort was Weapon X from Canada, Wolverine. You know the routine, his claws can rip rappers for days.
When it comes to Method Man, aka Johnny Blaze, Wolverine you can't hang. Winter Cal does his thing, paralyze you with the venom from the Method Man's fang.
Now in the final hour, as the stratosphere gets darker, the last battle is between Nasir Jones and Peter Parker. Nasty Nas, the halftime headringer, versus your web slinger. Illmatic versus Radioactive in a rotten apple with a dead linger. He made Peter Parker curse the day that spider ever bit him, and gave him a copy of the brand new LP it was written. These are my secret wars, not yours, ask the Beyonder. My prelude like Hondas to produce dead bodies like Rwanda. Now to all up and coming MCs, I got a question. If I made a Secret Wars Part 2, would your name even be mentioned? Would you make the final cut? I'll make the nicest give their titles up. Writing rhymes / fighting crimes like the Blue Falcon and Dino Mutt. Just stick around for the next battle / adventure. And if you happen to see Stan Lee, tell him the last emperor sent you.